How's it going? I want to send you this video. This video is basically going to explain to you how I create the programs and why I create the programs I create and why I believe that it's important for us to create programs based on our body and based on the goals we're trying to achieve. It'd be very incorrect and it would be of disservice for me to give you a program of somebody who's been training for 10 years and give it to you and expect you to perform at that level. Why? Because your body's not stabilized, because you don't have the experience, because your muscles are either underdeveloped or overdeveloped. So we need to find what are the pain points of your body, give you a program that actually fits you and your needs, and then work from there. So here in front of me, as you can see, the NASM OPT model, this was created by Dr. Michael A. Clark, who's a doctor of physical therapy, and he has worked with some of the best athletes on the planet. And so I think it's very important that we use this OPT model, not just because he has a background that is it has a lot of credibility, but also because athletes are using this type of model. And us ourselves, we are born athletes. We're basically born with minimal flaws. And as we start progressing through life and we get hurt, we get injured, we start feeding our bodies different things that it's not used to, we start damaging our engines, we start damaging our bodies. And so what we need to do, and what's incredible about the human body, is it can adjust, it can be transformed again, uh, and bring to a point where we can actually point it in the direction of what we want to create for ourselves. So if right now you are overweight, or maybe you don't have the muscle that you want in your body, you can always point in your body into the direction by using a structure to actually lose that body fat, to actually build that muscle mass and get the body and look you desire, and even the mental feeling of how you would want to feel for a period of time. Okay, so this is the integrated functional training system. And what usually happens is we want to start people, or we want to start you at the stabilization phase. And the reason why I want to start you at the stabilization phase is because this is where we stabilize the body. We want to find the elongated muscles and the shortened muscles. And for lack of better terms, this just means that your body's unstable. All right, so you're going to do some movements throughout the day, throughout your life for many years. For example, if I reach down and I pick up boxes at my job, I can develop elongated muscles in my back. My traps can become very weakened, but my chest and my bicep can become very strong. So what happens is my muscles start pulling and tugging. So I always give the example of the pinky and the index finger, right? This is what our muscles usually look like. And what we're trying to do is stabilize them so that way they both work as a unit together. As we stabilize the body, we can move into the strength endurance phase where we add a little bit more pressure on that muscle and go into the hypertrophy phase. Hypertrophy phase just means that we break down muscle and over time it recovers and it builds stronger. Okay, so this is how we structure the programs. And the purpose of this is to, like I said, to stabilize your body, to prevent any injury, and to create a program that's specifically meant for you and your needs so that way you can progress to a different stage. Now, the programs that I give you, you can always go back and reuse them. So you can always go from, if let's say you're in phase 3 or phase 4, you can always go back to phase 1 and stabilize your body again. But it's important that as we go through this journey, we find the muscles that are unstable or that are stabilized, and then we create a new program to continue in that journey. Eventually, you're going to hit a point where your body's stable enough for you to do whatever exercises that you need. But what we don't want to do is just put you into some kind of boot camp training or put you into some CrossFit training and stuff when you've never actually lifted weights like that. You often see that in gyms and places like this, people often get hurt because their body's unstable. And majority of these trainers don't have this kind of knowledge and understanding. And sometimes they just want to get paid. So this is the reason why I do the programs and create the programs that I create and why we're going to place you on your program. I hope that this was informational, and I hope that this makes you feel a little bit more confident as to why this type of training and the training that I provide is different than going to a gym, working with a different personal trainer, or going to group training exercises. So this is the NASM OPT model, and I hope to see you soon.